When launching a startup, the last thing you want to do is spend money unnecessarily. If you're in this position, you're probably trying to prioritise the most important things to spend money on, and you may be wondering if your startup needs a lawyer. Working with a lawyer is really important for new businesses, and I'm going to explain a bit about how we assist the startups we work with, helping them to achieve the best possible start. We can provide you with advice on when you should consider incorporating your startup and talk you through the different kind of ownership structures which could benefit you. Whether you decide to proceed as a sole trader, a partnership, a limited liability partnership, a limited company, there are different tax obligations, liability and business considerations to be made. It's important to consider the potential issues which you'll face while running a startup and how best to protect yourself from the point of initial incorporation. Here at Scott Bailey, we can give you comprehensive advice on the legal aspects of running a startup and bring to your attention certain complexities that come with it. We can incorporate your company or limited liability partnership at Companies House for you and draft key incorporation documents such as articles of association, partnership agreements, shareholder agreements. These documents set out the rules of the startup, and it is crucial to get them in order from the get-go so that you're clear on startup procedures. In using a lawyer for your startup, we can make sure you are complying with all regulatory requirements. One of the best ways to protect yourself and your business is to ensure your contracts and agreements are airtight and do not leave room for misinterpretation. We will assist in drafting, reviewing and negotiating your key contracts to ensure they are legally valid and enforceable. These agreements could vary from employment agreements to vendor contracts to lease agreements. In having properly drafted contracts, you can prevent future disputes and ensure that each party's position is clearly set out so as to avoid misunderstandings. One of the services we can provide you with is ensuring that any intellectual property which is owned by you is properly protected. This ensures the business ideas and trade secrets remain your own. We can assist with filing any patents, trademarks and copyright to make sure your startup's IP is all in order. Our expert lawyers can also deal with the more contentious work such as cease and desist letters and infringement claims. You may find that you need to raise capital or equity to fund your startup, and we can provide you with advice on the process of raising capital along with the different types of funding. We can work with you and your accountant to draft the contract or the terms of the investment where it's necessary. There will be several employment issues for you to consider with your startup, and we can help you understand the procedures and contracts which you need to have in place to protect both the startup and the employees. Despite all the precautions which you'll undoubtedly take, there is still a risk that you may be faced with litigation, and we are here to support and represent you in these instances. Whether it involves employees, business partners, third parties, litigation can be a very stressful time, and we are here to make things as easy as possible for you. We would always advise seeking legal advice when launching a startup. At Scott Bailey, our range of affordable startup packages have been designed to provide your startup with much of what it needs to get off the ground. Contact us today to find out how we can help your business achieve the best possible start.